Illinois had two big players tonight. Obviously, both put up 30. Want to start how they
Yeah, obviously Shannon is one of the most dynamic wings in the country, and when we didn't get our defense set and he had any seams or gaps in transition, he did a great job of attacking and getting downhill, and was able to convert. The mask, he was great. Obviously, he took advantage of some of the things we typically are okay giving up, and he continued to punish us. He played the point guard a lot, handled the ball, didn't get sped up, didn't seem fatigued, and then made really, really calm, slow decisions. And I thought he kept them. Poised most of the night. But credit Illinois, they exposed some of our weaknesses, and we have to go back to the drawing board and figure out a way to fix some things. That's why you play these games, to learn more about yourself, and we will be better because of this experience.
Coach, only 13 minutes from Rosado and then 4.5. Just what were you seeing in the game and, seeing matchup what kind of led to this decision?
Well, we were playing from behind. Trey Carroll found a good offensive rhythm in the first half, and it was just kind of how the game was going. Giancarlo was a very good basketball player. That wasn't one of his better games. He'll bounce back. No one plays great every single night. We just decided that we were going to play a little smaller and quicker because we were behind.
Coach, you mentioned Trey Carroll, another efficient night for him, 10 points in 10 minutes. Do you want to speak on his game tonight a little bit?
Yeah, offensively, he gave us a jolt in the first half, made some shots, got the big guy away from the rim, did a nice job. We've got to figure out ways to defend better when he's on the court as a unit. But he's a young guy that doesn't have a lot of experience. I thought bringing Orient gave us very valuable minutes. I'd love to find a way for him to play a little bit more or a lot more. But yeah, we did some good things tonight. We just didn't. We made too many mistakes. We didn't have the margin of error against Illinois, and I felt like they capitalized on every mistake we made.
Coach, you generally have really good footwork around the basket finishing. You're smaller guys. You had several travelings in the first half. Is that just because of the type of defense that you haven't seen a lot of this year from their people?
I'm anxious to see them on film. That's probably more travels than we've been called for, definitely this season combined, versus tonight. So I don't know. I do. They are more physical. The Big Ten's a physical league, and you get by them, and they assist you from behind a little bit, to say it kindly. But we have to be stronger. We have to adjust to the game. But that was odd for us to travel that many times in one game.
Big game by you, and it led to a loss. Can you talk about how you're feeling and how does the team go forward from here?
I mean, we lost that game, and it's something that we have to learn from that, because there is a lot to learn from this game, because we lost, and from losers you learn a lot more than you win. So, as the coach said, they exposed some of our weaknesses, and we have to just work on that.
Coach, building off of JD's question, the team's +8 with Vlad on the court. How is Illinois able to win the battle when he wasn't on the court with the team?
Well, we're at a positional size disadvantage in every position but one. When he's in the game, and when he's not in the game, we're in a positional size disadvantage at all 5 positions. So I think it speaks for itself. Our rim protection is much better with Vlad in. We come up with more tough rebounds around the basket because of his hands and his size and his length. And then also his tenacity. So I don't think it's any secret to anyone in the country that we're a much more effective basketball team when Vlad's not in foul trouble.
Vlad, when you guys are usually used to figuring things out and coming back and making the plays to win. When you guys were closing in within 2 and 4 points there in the final minutes, did you guys have any doubts that you weren't going to pull it out?
We knew what we have to do, and we knew how it works, and we knew if we're gonna execute every possession right, we'll have a chance to win. But sometimes ball don't go in the basket, and that's how you can lose, especially when you're down.
You were juggling foul trouble a good amount of the game. How are you able to be so impactful at both ends while knowing that you're on 3 or 4 fouls?
I'm just trying to not foul, not trying to get stupid fouls. Unfortunately, there is a chance that I do it, but I'm just trying to like show referee that my hands behind and I'm not trying to reach and not trying to do anything illegal.
Coach, 0 fast break 10, which is just very unlike the way you guys play offense. And then they also held Spoon to 1 shot that he missed. So just, you talk about their defensive performance and just what do you see the most about that game?
I thought they did a great job getting their defense set in transition. We were terribly concerned with their offensive rebounding. And we felt like we could hold our own on the glass, and we did. We out-rebounded them and had we got more shots. And so we felt good about the top of the scatter report, the thing that we were focused on the most. We just think we got a little bit lax in transition where they pitched to the head and Shannon just got downhill. But for us, probably a little bit of it was us exerting so much energy and effort on the glass to rebound it. And then we had some guys play a lot more minutes than they normally do. Our rotations were out of whack because we were playing from behind and also had some foul trouble to deal with. So, but yeah, our transition defense wasn't what it needs to be if we're gonna compete for a conference championship in February, March. One more question,
Coach.
Dusty, going back to Damask, what were you said that he's basically able to maximize? What some of the things you were willing to concede to him. What exactly did your scouting report say? What were you hoping to? How specifically did he, or what did they do to get him open?
Allow assisted baskets to force teams to play one-on-one against our defenders, and he did that very, very well. We were number 2, I think, in the country last year. We're probably number 6 out of 360 right now at forcing you to score without assist, disrupting your offense and forcing teams to play one-on-one basketball. And they did that at an extremely efficient level tonight. And we could have done some things schematically to help our guys, but to be honest, we haven't been. This is our 6th year. We haven't been exposed like that in the mid-range since we've been here. And so this was uncharted territory where typically when a guy makes a few, we try not to overreact. And then when we looked at the numbers at the end of the game, it's usually what we thought, where they were 5 for 15, even though the 5 stood out. Or tonight, our defensive concepts might have been the difference maker, but also we were positioned to get over the hump a few times that had some careless errors. I should say careless errors, just mid-season, early season errors that hopefully we're not making later on when we're competing with teams that every single possession is paramount.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.